Two people are offered a cigarette at a party. The first person says, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit." The second says, "No thanks, I don't smoke." Same action, both refuse the cigarette. But one will likely fail and the other will likely succeed. The difference isn't willpower or motivation, it's identity. The fastest way to change your behavior is to change who you think you are. Imagine two people both trying to stop smoking. Person A is trying to quit, they want to change their behavior. Person B doesn't smoke, they've changed their identity. When offered a cigarette, person A says, "I'm trying to quit," or "I can't, I'm quitting." This language reveals they still see themselves as a smoker who's temporarily abstaining through willpower. They're resisting their identity. Person B says, "I don't smoke," or "I'm not a smoker." This language reveals a different self-concept. They fundamentally see themselves as someone who doesn't smoke. They're not resisting temptation. They're acting consistent with their identity. Most behavior change advice focuses on outcomes: lose 20 pounds or processes, go to gym daily. But the most effective change happens at the identity level. Here's why identity-based change works better than outcome-based change. Behavior follows identity. You might force yourself to act against your identity temporarily through willpower, but eventually you default to what you believe about yourself. If you see yourself as someone trying to quit smoking, you're fighting your identity every time you resist. This creates internal conflict and willpower fatigue. If you see yourself as a non-smoker, refusing cigarettes isn't resistance, it's consistency. Every action becomes a vote for the identity you want to build. The person trying to quit is voting against their smoker identity reluctantly. The non-smoker is voting for their non-smoker identity naturally. This same pattern applies everywhere. The person who says, "I'm trying to eat healthy," versus "I'm a healthy person," the second succeeds more because they're acting consistent with identity, not resisting temptation. "I'm trying to write" versus "I'm a writer," the second produces more because writing isn't something they force themselves to do, it's who they are. The research validates this. People who incorporate desired behaviors into their identity are vastly more successful at maintaining them long-term. Why? Because outcome-based motivation is temporary. Once you hit the goal, quit for 30 days, motivation disappears. But identity-based motivation is permanent. As long as you see yourself as a non-smoker, you act like a non-smoker. The practical application. Instead of setting goals, "I want to run a marathon," adopt identities: "I am a runner." Then ask, what would a runner do in this situation? Wake up at 5 a.m. to train? Yes, because that's what runners do. Skip the party to rest before a long run? Yes, because that's consistent with being a runner. Every habit is a vote for the person you believe you are. The person trying to quit smoking is voting reluctantly against their smoker identity. The non-smoker is voting enthusiastically for their non-smoker identity. The fastest way to change your life is to change who you think you are. Because behavior flows from identity far more naturally than from willpower. This identity-first approach explains why some people maintain changes effortlessly while others struggle constantly. It's not that some people have more willpower, it's that some people change their identity while others are just changing behavior temporarily. When your identity changes, behavior changes.